Moving right along to the 6-game roundup, we're going to start with RBNY versus RSL. What a game this was. And by that, I mean, I think I was on the edge of my chair for the entire game. Start off, Christian Caceres, 13th minute goal, getting us off on the right foot. And then about 7 million goal line clearances in the first half later, we ended 1-0 at halftime. Another couple of huge saves going on. RSL get a goal overturned by VAR and then score in the 91st minute to give us our first That's So Metro moment of the season. The comments I have for this game: survive, survive, survive. Red Bull were just living on the edge this game. Jensen, Duncan, Davis, all were phenomenal defensively, keeping the ball off the line in the first half. And I think it speaks to the gritty nature of what this team is going to be playing like this year. Again, we don't have the best players. We don't have a lot of DP names. And even Aaron Long missing right now is hurting our back line. So, with Seagrass on the outside back, we got a lot of really raw, young, and just not that great talent, but we got people who are going to work. And that's what this game showed, is that these guys are going to grind out whatever result they're going to get. I think if they all band together, I think Sean Davis showed that he really deserved the captain's band this week. And for the season, this game proved it, because he showed that he's not afraid to go forward and back, get stuck into tackles, clear the ball off the line, do what he has to do to get a result. Yes, we didn't get all 3 points, but if you told me we were going to RSL and getting a point in the second week of the season, I would have been ecstatic. I felt like we were watching Montreal a lot, where they score the first goal and just say, all right, come get us. Whether the altitude kicked in or they were just tired or whatever, the high press that was working really well just kind of fell off. Seagrass got beat up bad this game. I think we all knew that, anybody who watched it. But it was his second career game ever. All right. So, he screwed up, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, he's got to learn from these mistakes, and he's got to take that forward with him. And, we just signed that guy Pendant from France, which I think will be good competition for him. And if he doesn't raise his level up to where it needs to be, I think he'll fill in perfectly fine for us. I've seen little clips of him, and I think he can do a really good job out there. But at the end of the day, I think that there were a lot of little things that, could have gone Red Bull's way. I think in the build-up to the goal, I think there were some fouls that could have been called, but, that's neither here nor there. I don't think it wasn't they weren't fit enough. I think they just gave up the high press way too early. I think Armas knew it was going to be tough. He said it in his press conference, but I think that if they did what they did at FCC, where they pressed for the entire half and then sat it in the second half, we might have had a 3-point result here, simply because of the fact that we gave them 70 minutes essentially to go and just say attack, attack, attack. We had a few counterattack options, but other than that, it was just one-way traffic. Player of the game for me, up until the 91st minute, it was Armor Tarek. That man was putting out fires all over the field, and I thought he had a great game. But Kralik scoring the tying goal in the 91st minute, I got to give it to him. Worst player of the game, no question. Seagrass, he was burned time and time again. Every attack came down that side, including the game-tying goal, and they destroyed him.
So does that make you worried that they sat and pretty much waited for the counterattack going into week 3 against the Minnesota team that is just scoring for fun right now?
No, because I think Armas went into this knowing that the altitude was going to screw us up. And I think that he also now sees that Seagrass can't just be a pure defender. He's better going forward and back. And he'll work with him and he'll teach him. And I think we'll learn from these mistakes. Granted, Montreal is playing out of their mind right now. So again, if we go to Montreal and pull a point out of this, I'm ecstatic. But I'm not worried per se, also because it's just the third game of the season, right? Like, we got tons of time to improve. And I'd rather lose games on the front end than on the back end when it matters.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
DC,
we'll see what happens going into Minnesota. I think that's your first real test.
Yeah, for sure. I think, I think it'll be a good test for the guys, the young guys to go in, this is their second Western Conference away game of the in 2 weeks, so they're gonna have to learn real quick how to get adjusted to that type of stuff.